how's it going? Danny here. Welcome back to another video. If you're a subscriber to the channel, things are looking quite weird right now. We have got a new camera with the budget's gone up, and in today's video, we're going to be doing every single SBC EA release, we're going to be doing a tier list on them right now. Are you tired of coming against teams that are so much better than yours?
Get out! My eyes are bleached! Get that away from me!
If so, look no further than the cheapest, most reliable place to buy your FUT 21 coins, u7buy.com. Use my code Danny at the checkout to save yourself 5%. So yes then boys, here we are with every single SBC EA Sports Vancouver, Canada have released this year. I did not make this, so shout out to the guy. I'll link his Twitter down below, and also the tier list if you want to do it yourself. There is a few missing, shame on you. There's these geezers missing, so it's a shame Sir Bits is missing, because I'm sure we would, there would have been a lot of debate there. Okay then lads, to the tiers. We've got, oh my god, no, play the clip. Oh my god, no. Let's go, that's class.
Oh, let's go, that's class!
Sometimes I may be good, sometimes I may be shit.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
The bottom two is course. And in the bottom of the barrel, you do not want to be here. Man, I'm gonna break my monitor, I swear.
I'm gonna break my monitor, I swear.
So yes then boys, as you see here, every single SBC that's released, as apart from a couple, I've tried to do it in order, right? So without further ado lads, we get straight into it. First up, we've got one to watch Tonali. I mean he had potential, we didn't get an inform obviously. I think this is, sometimes they may be good, and sometimes they may be shit. I don't think you can argue. I mean, you can't put it in a top two. You could argue, of course. I don't think you can put it, I'm going to break my monitor. As you see, he was 7k. I'm not going to waste too much time. We've got a lot of plays to go through, so I'm imagining this video is going to be quite long. I'm putting it in sometimes they may be good, sometimes they may be shit. Alright then, boys. The next one is, Thiago Silva. And I've been torn. I don't know. It's definitely between sometimes maybe good and, of course. I'm leaning towards sometimes maybe good, just because it's good fodder.
He's good fodder.
But honestly, I'm gonna be brutal. This is my opinion, lad. Again, this is a tier list, so don't cry in the comment section. Be real men. Get the boxing gloves on and let's go 1v1. I'm gonna put it in of course. I could argue sometimes maybe good because it's good fodder. I'm putting it in of course. Alright, I'm sorry. The next on the list is our first ever player of the month of this year. This is gonna be nice, lads. Take a trip down memory. Take a trip down memory lane. We've got Player of the Month, Lewin, and I'm streaming this. I see a lot of mixed opinions. I see let's go, that's class. I see absolute terrible. So I personally, obviously, I didn't do every single SBC this year, lads. So I'm just going to be boring. Put him straight slap bang in the middle. He was about 50k for that card. I would say he's either good or he's either bad. I didn't use him. I'm just going to be a pussy and be safe. He's middle tier. All right. The next up, we've got myself, Ansu Fatty. Get it? Because I'm fat. Yeah, as I said, lads, we've got a lot of cards to go through. I'm not going to spend too much time. I think you can't argue it. It's at least let's go, that's class. Because, I mean, at the time, people thought this was expensive for 200k pretty much. But, EA said otherwise, and they released this a bit for like 500k. So, in turn, this is actually a very good value SBC. You could argue, OMG, play the clip. But I think I'm going to be safe. We're going to save that for the real top tier SBCs. All right, lads. Next up is my boy, Hwang Hee-chan. His FUT birthday's unreal. I think if you put Tonali in sometimes maybe good, you have to put Hwang Hee-chan as well. Just because if he got upgraded, it would have been sick. But, I mean, the poor bloke, I don't even think he played a game this season or whatever. So, I'm going to put him in sometimes maybe good. You could argue the bottom two tiers. I'm going to be nice. I like his FUT birthday a lot. I don't want to be rude. He's going in mid tier. Sorry. Flashback Witzel is next. And honestly, I was just going to put him in, I don't know. He's definitely between these two. Let's go, that's class. And sometimes maybe good. I'm personally going to choose the pussy option again and go straight down the middle. You could argue, let's go, that's class. He was a very good, I think he was about, 130k. You know what? Nah, you know what? I'm putting him in let's go, that's class. I've already put a person in middle. I'm not doing that again. I'm putting him in let's go, that's class. Fight me! All right, we've got our first ever Bundesliga player of the month here in Kramaric. Now, he was about 50k, give or take, 86 rated. I don't know. I didn't use him. I think you can't put him in there. That's disrespectful. I think it's got to be, course. All right, we've got one to watch James Rodriguez. Now, I think with all these one to watches, obviously, it depends how much you upgrade, right?
Nah, I never knew that.
So I think I'm leaning towards let's go, that's class, but I'm going to knock him down a peg. He's got not great pace or whatever. I'm sorry. You know the meta. I don't think you can put, you definitely can't put him break your monitor. You could argue all three of these. I'm close to let's go, let's class, but I'm going to put him down in sometimes they may be good, sometimes they may be shit. I'm not even gonna do a cut. Matuidi, he got injured. I mean, it's not his fault. I'm so sorry. Break the monitor. He got injured. I'm sorry. There's not much you can do, right? Okay, I might be the minority here. I'm gonna put Flashback Koscielny in Let's Go That's Class. I don't think we can't take the piss too much, put him in, you know, top tier, but he was about 100k. If we look now, even now, in April, an informed Kimpembe with very, very similar stats, if not worse, is double the price of that now. At a time, I thought a lot of people didn't like it, but realistically, he was in extremely good value. So I'm going to put him in Let's Go That's Class. I don't think you could take the piss too much, put him there. And I think you could argue sometimes maybe good. I'm putting him Let's Go That's Class. Fight me. I don't care. I think that's very reasonable. All right, next player is the first League Un player of the month in Nian. Now, honestly, I would, if my opinion didn't hold any weight, I would put this bloke in at least Let's Go That's Class. But, you know, I will receive some backstat, what's it called? Backstick? Backlash. I would receive some backlash. So, I'm going to probably, again, just go for the pussy option, middle. I don't want to do this for every option. I think middle, and you know what? I don't even have to cut. Malong goes in, the Malongest of the bottom tier. Okie dokie, lads. Anderson Talisca is our next player. Now, if I just show you, obviously, I haven't played with, you know, a lot of these SBCs. Talisca is one that I've played with and one that I've thoroughly enjoyed. So with that being said, lads, prepare your ears because he is going in the first ever. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! And moving swiftly on, we have a Scream. Was it Rule Breakers Bellarabi? You know what? I don't know, man. I'm gonna put him in the middle one again. I know it's quite boring. I'm putting him in the middle one again. No cuts. I'm going straight into it. Inaki Williams. Let's Go That's Class. Oh, calm down. Let's Go That's Class. I think Inaki Williams is Let's Go That's Class material. Very good. I think he got an upgraded. He's weak foot, by the way. At the start of the year, it's like, wow, man, it was not a 2-star weak foot. I don't care what you say. I like the player pick they've done. I wish we could see that more. I think that's Let's Go That's Class. Let me know what you think. We've got Denier up next. It was a 50k for a very good centre back. Now, he did get a second in form weeks after, but you wouldn't know that in hindsight. I think, again, you can't really argue it. Let's Go That's Class. I don't think you could take the mick too much, and I don't think he's sometimes maybe good. He's a Let's Go That's Class material player. Foreskin is up next, and normally, yeah, if we didn't have about 17 people in the middle tier, I would put him in middle, but I'm going to be bold here, and I'm going to drop him down, not up, down, into course. Forsberg, he was 100k at the time, supplied some good strong links to Leipzig players. He was just, I don't know, there's a lot of cams in a Bundesliga. Obviously, you got Waman. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's between sometimes maybe good and of course. I'm not going to be a pussy. He's going to go in Right, after just saying I'm not going to put people in middle, Oyever Bauer is going straight into middle. And then we've got Erosion Final Mason Mount. Obviously, that's not upgraded. You know what? He's 87 rated now, which is very decent. I don't care. He could be 40, he could be 99 rated. He's still going in the middle of the barrel section, man. He's going in the middle section for me, no debate. I mean, yeah, he's probably going to upgrade again. They've got Porto. By the time you're seeing this, they're going to play the second leg, I think. So you'll probably know if he's going to get another upgrade. Let's be fair, he probably is. Okay, next up is another Rosa final in Isco. Now, honestly, he's between these two. Real Madrid fans, I love you. And I don't mind Real Madrid fans. You know what? Just because I like Real Madrid fans to an extent, I would put him there. But I don't want to get hated too much. So I'll put him in, of course. He's not bad. 70k for what is now an 89 rated. I just think there's so many more options that is better than him and cheaper. So I'm putting him in of course, but just know if I didn't like Real Madrid, you'd be down at the bottom. I ain't got a cut. Well, I did just cut, but I ain't got a cut even more. Yusuf Atal, I don't care what anyone says. Play the clip. I'm putting him top next to Alicia. Lads, again, it's my tier list, not yours. You could disagree. You probably will disagree. There you go. He's going in top. I don't care. My man. The second Premier League player of the month is Heung-min Son. And now I personally did him. If I show you lot, I personally did him. Used a lot. You know, I used him a lot of times, as you can see. Now, honestly, you know, as a Tottenham fan, I do want to put him in OMG, but he was 750k at the time, which is, you know, it's quite expensive. So I'll put him in Let's Go That's Class. I don't think you can argue any of the bottom three. We'll put him in Let's Go That's Class and move strictly on. Rosa Final Alexander is next, and you know what? I might be getting hate for this. I don't think this card was that great. He was at the time 200k. I think informed Teo Hernandez was the same price. I'm going to put him joint very much closely with Isco in, of course. No cut. Felipe Anderson. Maybe we're cut. It's definitely between these two. I don't think I'm going to take the mick too much. I'll put him in Let's Go Let's Class. Obviously, we didn't know Porto would absolutely smash it in the Champions League. I'll put him in Let's Go Let's Class. I could, you know, if you want to put him in the top tier, absolutely fine. I get it. I'm putting him in Let's Go Let's Class because the top tier is exclusive members only, okay? The next player of the month in the League and variety. Honestly, I'm think I'm quite hesitant, but I think I'm putting him... man, I'm going to break my monitor as well. He was 500k at the time. Actually, I think it was like 300, 400. I have his headliners. I don't get along with him, man. The thing is, I liked his second in form. I didn't like his headliners. I don't know what's going on. I could definitely argue, of course. All right, lads, I don't care. Cry about it. I'm putting him in. I'm going to break my monitor. Sorry. Another player of the month in Lewandowski. I don't know, man. I don't really know. I think, again, I'm just going to take the safe option and just put him in middle to solve the riddle. He was about 400k, maybe. I don't know. I don't think, I mean, it depends, really. He could be Let's Go Next Class. I don't think you can put top tier. I don't think you can put bottom tier. He's between these two, and I'm just going to put him straight in the middle to save some beef. Lewandowski.
You know what?
Okay, another flashback in Sami Khedira. Now, again, I don't know if I'm in a minority here. I'm putting him in Let's Go Next Class quite convincingly, may I add. He supplied a very good strong link to Ronaldo, and one of few, if not the only, usable German in his Serie A to then venture off to Bundesliga elsewhere. I think that's quite convincing. Let's go. That's class. I don't know. I think that's cool. All right, we've got our first silver SBC, and as you guys should know, I'm a massive fan of the silver SBCs. It's Stoppelkamp, who, honestly, I mean, as I said, I'm a massive fan of silvers. We've done a full 30 game silver challenge. Stoppelkamp just wasn't the one, man. When it comes to right mids, there's only one silver right mid. I don't even have to say his name. We've got the shirt in the background, new. Lads, honestly, I'm putting him in, of course, because I like the concept. He was a good, he was a decent card. He just wasn't great. He didn't blow my socks off. He's of course, mate. All right, we've got another flashback in Aguero. Now, I've been sat here thinking about what to do. I really want to put him in middle again. It's boring. What's the point of a tier list if everyone's in the middle? So I wouldn't say he's class. So in that logic, he is going in 700k at the time. Don't get me wrong. He's a very good card. The stats are great. I just feel like you could probably get the same for tradable for less coin. So I'm putting him in, of course. I could definitely see people saying, let's go, that's class. And in middle, we have another silver SBC in Wes Morgan. Now, I actually used him for a few, not too much, don't get me wrong, but I used him for like 1 week or so. And he held up very decently. So you know what? I said I don't want to go everything in middle. I think Wes Morgan is the middle of the middle player, if that makes sense. No offense to him. He's just average. He's just there. So I think middle. And here we go, boys. Now this I'm gonna get some stick for this one. It's Alessandrini's flashback. Now I did complete him. He just wasn't it for me. He really wasn't it for me. So I don't know, mate. I'm gonna put him in. I'll put him in middle again because I know he was so good for other people. I just didn't get along with him. I tried him striker, right mid, cam. I just did not like him, but I know he was good for a lot of people. If it was just down to me, he'd be in the bottom two, but I know he was good for a lot of people, so we go another one in the middle. Moments to Pie is up next, and honestly, again, I might be in the minority here. I'm going to put him in Let's Go, That's Class. I know he was expensive, about 200k. I had his 88 red in form, and I'm a man of the skill, do you know what I mean? So I'm going to once again put him in Let's Go, That's Class. He's got a lot of company. Again, you could argue, you can't argue top. Don't take the mick. But you could kind of argue the bottom two, whatever. I'm putting him in Let's Go, That's Class. And we're not even going to cut Hector Herrera again. Let's go, That's Class. I don't think you can argue with that. He got upgraded. He supplied a great link to, elsewhere to MLS with the Dos Santos link. No one really expected him to get upgraded that much. I'm fairly sure he was Hullet Gang, maybe.
Very false.
Okay, basically Hullet Gang. 100k for this kind of card. He's got a lot of dislikes on Footbin. I'm putting him in Let's Go, That's Class. I didn't do him. But yeah, you could definitely argue these two. I'm putting him in class. Right, as a Tottenham fan, my first instinct is putting this bloke at top, but the real side of me, the non-biased side of me is getting him down to levels. He is going in. Oh, it does hurt. He does kind of belong in a Break My Monitor. He was just so expensive and so unnecessarily expensive. All right, another Player of the Month. Now, I think this is a similar situation to Player of the Month Son. A very good card, but a very expensive card. I see a lot of pros love this card. So you know what? It's definitely between the top two. And I think he just makes himself... a nice little strong link there, by the way. He gets himself into Let's Go, That's Class. It's the same situation with Son. Very, very expensive, but a very, very good card. I love Felix every year. Hey, you know what? Let's go, That's Class. Class! We ain't got a cut. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain finds himself in great company in I'm Gonna Break My Monitor. He was about 500k for... I don't know what EA was thinking. I don't know what the people were thinking to complete that. If that Oxlade-Chamberlain is in your club, click off this video. I don't care. We've got a UEL team of the group stage, James Maddison again. I don't know why people have done this. I don't think he's gonna break my monitor. To be fair, I actually done this card. But I'm gonna put him in, of course. You could definitely argue bottom of the barrel. I'll put him in straight there. No cut. We got Bruno Fernandez, and I love Bruno this year. He's a very good card. He was a very good card last year. I'm gonna put him in. I think you could definitely. I think this one, right? This one is sometimes maybe good, and I think the next 92 is actually Let's Go Let's Class because he was the same, if not cheaper, than a 91. We are moving on to the Foot Freeze promo. I've already done a tier list on this, so hopefully it matches up. I think no debate. Marquinhos is definitely top 2, and you know what? I'm going to play the clip. We ain't played the clip in a bit. Play the clip. He's going top. We've got Ansladi next, and I think this is it's between middle and ear, of course. He supplied good links. Syria at the time didn't have too many good right backs. You know what? I'm going to put him middle because I think just for that reason, he was a very good right back, supplied some good links or whatever. I'll put him in middle. Yeah, but Bailey, mate, I love you. Any it's unfair. If you're a right mid in a Bundesliga, it's very unfair because you're just going to be second best and no matter what. And you know what? While we're here, Gaia, I'm going to put Gaia middle. I thoroughly enjoyed Gaia. I had his loan. I used him so much in friendlies. I love that Gaia card. And while we're here, speaking about foot freezes, Wan-Bissaka getting break my monitor. Politano was actually good. You know what? Let's go. We're speedrunners now. Politano was very, very good. And you know what? I would say the same for Jesus. I'll put. You know what? Jesus Navas is going in. Let's go. Let's class again. I don't. Maybe that's bad. I don't know. Okay, we've calmed down from the speed run. We've got Player of the Month Halen next. Now, I feel like I'm in a minority. I thoroughly enjoyed Halen this year. I love him so much. I love it, mate. I love Halen so much. Again, if it was just me, I would put him in Let's Go Let's Class. But I'm the voice of reason. I'll put him in middle. He was good, but lads, he's guaranteed a different card. He's got headliners now. I think middle is very fair. You could probably put him in bottom. You can't put him either top or bottom, though, if that makes sense. He's middle for me. And then, again, there's no room for discussion. Nabry finds himself into OMG. No. Oh my. He was a very, very, very good card. And I think straight away we're not going to cut. Adama Traore, again, I still come against it. If I play full 30 games, I will come against this Adama at least 5 times. So, you know what? He's going to go in Let's Go, that's class. He was quite expensive, but, I mean, people are still using him in April. So, do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, Kenny Doglala, mate, I love you. The nostalgia you brought when you was a team of the season in FIFA 19, you were great. The right mid ain't the one. I'm putting in break my monitor. The right mid was not the one. All right, and we're going to speed run the end of the foot freezes. I don't know why I'm not in a rush at all. But you know what? Lema, I'm going to put in... Oh, see, I'm going to put him in sometimes maybe good just because Mukiele, the club legend, if you've seen a chance video of mine, you've seen Mukiele being used. I love him to bits. If there wasn't already a Leipzig right back, he'd go in Let's Go, Let's Class, but it was already a position they had. Alwa, mate, play the clip very quickly. A very good SBC, very good value. Schwalfichter will find himself in, of course, and you know what? I'm gonna put Bobby Firmino in Let's Go, That's Class. That might be dodgy. He was very expensive, but very, very good player. Team of the season quality, basically. Okay, I am recording this at 6 PM, and EA did just release a Moment Seoul SBC. So that, I mean, I can't be bothered to put him in. He'll probably be in one of these two. We've got Player of the Month Delort up next, and you know what? Again, I'm in a minority. I don't care. It's Let's Go, Let's Class. He supplied a good strong link to a Tau, a good strong link to Mollet, a good strong link to Buyala that's in the future SBCs. I'm putting him in Let's Go, Let's Class, and I'm not hearing it. All right, next up we've got Coquelin. Now, Acuna actually isn't in this tier list for some reason. Acuna would probably easily be Let's Go, Let's Class. Coquelin, he was very expensive. If he got an upgrade, it will probably be Let's Go, Let's Class. I'm going to put him in the meh tier, just a middle tier. He was good, but very, very expensive. And, I mean, La Liga midfielders, you're not exactly lacking, right? So, I'll put him in middle. You could argue Let's Go, Let's Class, and you could argue, cool. Flashback Ben Arthur is the next up. Now, for nostalgia alone, it has to at least, minimum, it's middle. I did do him for a team takedown. Cheers, CapgunTom. Maybe spend 200k on a player. I'm going to put him in middle. Just because nostalgia aside, it has to be at least middle. You can't disrespect him too much. He's a middle player. Flashback Robben sees him comfortably top 2. I'm going to put him in Let's Go, Let's Class just because I liked him. He wasn't bad, though. I'm sorry, Robben. He wasn't great, but he was quite cheap. He was like 100k or something. Very, very good value from EA. I just didn't really get along with him too much. He's definitely Let's Go, Let's Class minimum. Milinkovic Savic Headliners is next, and honestly, I think it's a very, very comfortable Let's Go, That's Class. 180k for what now is a 90 rate card. I think at the time it was 88. I don't think you could argue it. You could, if you're really feeling it, if you're really, really weird, put him in top tier. I'll put him in Let's Go, Let's Class. You can't, lads, if you put him in a bottom 3, you've lost your head. It's Let's Go, Let's Class minimum. Moment Stones is next, and honestly, you could argue pretty much you could give a very valid reason for every single tier. I personally, and I'm going to put him in, of course. It might be harsh. Any Man City fans, I apologize. I don't think you can put him in top. You could kind of argue class. You could definitely put him in middle. I'm going to put him in EA, of course. He's nowhere near monitor breaking. He's just there. You know, he's just there. The Showdown Dutch Eredivisie players. Now, I completed both of them. GG to me. They both got upgraded. I think Malen is... A lot of people didn't complete him. I love Malen. I like him so much. He's so good. I'm putting him in Let's Go Let's Class minimum. You could... no, you can't. Yeah, he's Let's Go Let's Class. However, he's Showdown Buddy. Well, they're literally opponents. Kleber, there's no reason. Like, he's OMG. Every pro spunks him over every... Literally, if you play a pro, you'll play this bloke, this bold bloke at centre-back 10 times out of 10. A headliner's Riyad Mahrez. And I think this is a very... Again, you could argue top tier. I won't take the mick too much. He's a very, very comfortable Let's Go, That's Class. And again, speaking about Let's Go, That's Class, Jonathan Dos Santos... Hold on. Yep, Jonathan, I got it right. Jonathan Dos Santos is a very, very comfortable Let's Go, That's Class. Surprise, a good perfect link that we'll play the clip for later. Yeah, Let's Go, That's Class. Easy stuff, in my opinion. We've got the Liverpool times Man United Showdown SBC next. McTominay and Milner. Now, I think, personally for me, McTominay finds himself into sometimes and maybe good, and... I love the bloke. Ribena forever, mate. I'm putting him in, of course. He's suiting, right? He's from Liverpool, Steven Gerrard. I'm putting him in, of course. Right, we've got these two played, but honestly, I'm going to get these out of the way. I'm a massive... If you've watched the rating team video, you know I'm a massive fan of Iago Aspas. If it was up to me, Let's Go, Let's Class, but I'm a man of the people once I say... I'm going to put him in... I'll put him in middle. I don't think that's fair. Like, I see a lot of people probably put him in this one. I'm going to put him in middle. And then, we got Stindl. I'm sorry. Here we go. We got Bruno Fernandez, 92. If you remember earlier, I said the 92 will find himself into Let's Go, That's Class. You could craft them during Team of the Year for, you know, relatively cheap. I think, yeah, very comfortable. Let's Go, That's Class. Higgy Azalea is up next. And honestly, once again, I'm going to sound like a broken machine. This man is Let's Go, That's Class material. 54k for this kind of card. People will cry because you can't link him. Be creative. I think that's a comfortable Let's Go, That's Class. Moments Kazawa is next. Again, I mean, it's a good card. They had Banat already. I think this is quite a comfortable middle of the barrel. He's just there. It supplies a good perfect link to Mbappe and Kimpembe. The Turkish R9 in Yazizi Player of the Month is next. And honestly... I'm putting him in EA, of course. He's there if you want him. He's there. He's not, I'm going to break my monitor, and he's nowhere near Let's Go, That's Class. I'm sorry. He's just there. If you wanted him, you could get him. He was quite cheap, 73k for him. Decent stats, a very, very good-looking cam, so he's EA, of course. All right, now this is where the comment section is going to be furious. We have Flashback Rivery. I think everyone's going to have a different opinion. I don't think he was that expensive. He was definitely like 1 million coins, which is just mental. I don't, like, it just really doesn't depend. You can, again, argue any tier. I'm going to just put him in. He's very close to break my monitor. The monitor has been dented. It hasn't quite been broken, but the monitor is dented with this card. It was like 1 million coins. Just far too expensive, but you could have crafted it or whatever. I'm putting him in. And you know what? I see Dybala, and at the time, he seemed good. He was like 200k, a strong link to Ronaldo. I don't care. I'm putting him in break my monitor. He's a fraud. I don't like him. He's a terrible card in game. Moments Boateng is next. Apparently I say it wrong, so I've tried to say it very, very well there. We've got Moments Boateng, and I think I'm gonna put him in Let's Go, That's Class. I didn't personally like him, but I know a lot of people did. He supplied some good perfect links, so you know what? He gets some bonus brownie points for that. I'll put him in Let's Go, That's Class. You could argue most tiers again. This one's gonna cause some controversy, lads. We have Flashback Ronaldo. Now, I didn't do him. I have a first owner pack pulled Ronaldo. Mate, honestly, you're paying for the name, right? That's the whole point. So, I mean, if you wanted a first owner Ronaldo and you didn't, you know, spend points or whatever, you didn't have a lot of coins, that was your chance. So, I definitely don't think he's bottom two. Again, I'm going to just be play safe. He's middle. I don't think he was insane in game. But for the people that didn't spend lots of money or didn't have coins, you could get yourself a first owner Ronaldo, man. So, I like the concept of it. I'll put him in middle. Now, an end of era Rooney, 93 rated. Again, I think this is a very, very easy, Let's Go, That's Class. I don't think you could argue too much. About 300, 400k. When you think someone like a 92 Bruno Fernandez was like, what, 800 to potentially a mil. I think a Rooney, which has had better stats everywhere, is easily Let's Go, That's Class. You could very much argue top. I just didn't do Rooney, so I didn't know if he played, how well he played in game. On today's episode of Cards I Forgot Existed, we have a Moments Moussa Dembele, and you know what? I think it's at least middle minimum. I'm going to bump him up. I don't know why. He's giving me good vibes. I'm going to give him Let's Go, That's Class. Again, I haven't used him. I never did. He's giving me good vibes. I'm putting him in Let's Go, That's Class. We have a 86 player month Gundogan. And again, no hesitation. Let's Go, That's Class. A very, very good value SBC. And I think he's 88 will be in here. And again, he will probably find himself in Let's Go, That's Class once again. We are now into the Future Star season with Todibo. Yeah, Todibo. And I think this is quite easily a Let's Go, That's Class. 200k. I mean, yeah, it basically just stopped people using Varane, which I'm all for. So, yeah, I'm going to put him in Let's Go, That's Class just for that reason alone. We've then got Bruno Fernandez. And I think, right, what one was the good one? I think the good one was this one, or one of them was good. One of them gets in Let's Go, That's Class, and one of them goes in A course. Whatever one it was. You know what? The good one goes in the good tier, and the bad one goes in the bad tier. Again, I'm ready for the hate. Lads, get the boxing gloves on. Flashback El Shaarawy is next, and he is going in course. I've done him for a squad builder showdown. Quick flex. Didn't like him. Did not like him. I used him off the bench. I didn't like him. People will probably say, Let's Go, That's Class. I did not like him. Get the boxing. I'm ready. I didn't like it. He was terrible. BALE, I don't care. Lads, it's my tier. I've lost the plot. The dressing room's gone. BALE goes, Let's Go, That's Class. I don't care. Strong link to a towel. Strong link to Delort. I don't care. He was very good. Quite cheap. I don't care. He's Let's Go, That's Class. Again, similar situation with Curtis Jones. The good one goes in Let's Go, That's Class. The bad one goes in, of course. Player of the month, Adrian Silva. Andre Silva. Again, didn't know he existed. He's going to go in, of course. These two. I'm sorry. These were just so overpriced. I'm gonna put this one. What one was the good one? I think that one was the good one, and that one was the bad one. And then again, the monitor's getting broken over and over again. Herman the German, you're breaking my monitor. Zinchenko, you know what? I'll put him in, of course, just because at the time there wasn't very much Prem left backs. I'll put him in, you know what? I'll bump him up even more, middle. A flashback Tony Kroos will find himself in middle. Again, you could very much argue Let's Go, That's Class. I just think midfielders in the Liga, you're not exactly struggling. I'm putting him in sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Moments Muller, play the clip! Oh my God! I didn't even do him. I have his 89 in form. I loved him. Mate, Muller gets all my love. Rafinha, you know what? Rafinha goes, he didn't get an upgrade, right? They didn't score. Leeds bottled it or whatever. I'm going to put him in middle. Just because he's a good car. He was like 400. No, you know what? Of course, don't care. Wendell, same situation. No, you know what? Wendell will find himself in the middle. He, again, very expensive. Sinkgraven already existed, but it's the same thing with Lema. If Sinkgraven didn't existed, he would be Let's Go, That's Class, but they already have a working left back. Do you know what I mean? So he goes in middle again. Leroy Fer finds himself comfortably at the top. Play the clip. Another player of the month SBC in Lionel Messi. Now, I think this was quite easily, relatively good price. I think it was like 1.4 during FUT birthday. I think for a first owner Messi for good value, when you see these stats, you're like, EA's going to make it at least like 2.5 mil. So I think it was quite, fairly priced. Let's Go, That's Class, Lionel Messi. Flashback Joe Hart is if not my favorite keepers in a year. Very, very comfortable. Let's Go, That's Class. Malqui, very, very comfortable. Break my monitor. Armstrong, again. I think, again, I'm quite comfortable with putting him in Let's Go, That's Class. Very, very good strong link to Rooney there. Gundogan, again, very easily. Actually, you know what? I'm putting him middle just because it was the month where Jay Lings should have won it, and Gundogan stole it from him. So I'm going to put him in middle just because of that. Flashback Cavani. The EA missed the mark with this one. I saw Man United fans not complete this as we see because it was too badly. He's going to break my monitor. Don't care. Ruda goes up next. And you know what? I think the acceleration was very bad on him. So I'm going to put him in middle. And Lamar, I'm going to put him in, of course, because it was just unnecessary. They had like Carrasco already. Unnecessary, Carl. Mbappe is the same situation as Messi. Very decently priced. I'm going to put him in Let's Go, That's Class. There's not much discussion. If you had the coins, you wanted Mbappe, Bob's your uncle. Go get Mbappe. Moments Busquets is up next. And again, 180k. I know the argument. There's a lot of La Liga midfielders. I'm going to put him in Let's Go, That's Class. I think 180k for a Busquets with plus 38 pace. Moments Doherty. Now, again, as a Tottenham fan, he's not quite Lucas Moura level. I'm going to put him in sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Right back is a position that Premier League is not lacking at all. So that's the reason. Again, if there was no Premier League right backs instead of Doherty, it would be higher. But it's just a position the league didn't need. So I'll put him in middle. Player of the month Sancho. You know what? I don't care. Sue me. He's break my monitor. I don't like him. I don't care. Honestly, lads, with Rabiot, I have no idea what to say. He supplied a good link to Mbappe. Ronaldo's strong link into Mbappe. He seems to get like a card every year for doing literally nothing. I'm gonna put him in, again, just middle, being boring. You know what? No, yeah, of course, I don't care. The Bender brothers, play the clip! Oh my God! They are, just because like, literally, this is the definition of a perverling. They both find themselves in a top tier. And speaking about playing the clip, I mean, Hernandez, honestly, he kind of does belong in one of these two, but we're going to reunite him with his Mexican brother, and just because of the perverling they get, put them next to each other and play the clip. But, like, yeah, actually, like, being realistic, he's going to go in middle, sorry. And then, lads, we are through to the final promos of FUT Birthday, which we've just finished it. Hopefully, team of the season soon. I'm a speedrun this. The video, honestly, hey, you lot wanted longer videos. We've been here for literally an hour. Podolski finds himself into Let's Go, Let's Class. Same with Ozil. You know what? Same with Podolski. Mangala, nah, I'm sorry, doesn't. Javinho, he does. Why not? Vidal definitely does. Kondogbia does. Royce, you know what? Again, very, very close to playing the clip, but he was quite expensive. Same with Bailly. So he gets himself in there. You know what? Renato Sanchez. Right, if I put Vidal in play the clip, I would... No, you know what? Play the clip, because Vidal and Sancho are going at Sanchez. I've ruined it. Just play the clip. Oh my God. And then we are down to present day with the showdown cards. Now, I'm recording this before the UCL. I really hope PSG win. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind buying, but I'm backing Poch. I want Poch to win the UCL. So, I think Kera goes into middle. Likewise with Tolisso. David Neres finds himself comfortably in Let's Go, Let's Class. And then, lads, you know what? Dzeko finds himself in Let's Go, Let's Class again. Boys, there we go. I mean, that tier list looks a lot different than I thought it would. Again, lads, it's my opinion. I've used different plays. Some, you probably, like, lads, my tier list is going to look nothing like yours. As I said, I've left a link in the description down below. Shout out to the guy on Twitter. I did not make this. I did not have the time. So thank you so much. He's basically supplied this video for me. You guys said you enjoyed longer videos, so hopefully you did. Lads, I've been recording for an hour. I don't know how long it's going to be. Maybe, you know, count this as a podcast, right? Boys, thank you all so much for watching. Please do let me know if you liked it by leaving a like. I'll catch you all in a bit. Peace.